Live from the Omni Austin Hotel in Austin, Texas, Flow Wrestling is hosting some amazing events and wrestling matches this July 25th. I'm going to tell you who's wrestling and how to watch in this video. So first of all, how you can watch, I have a link down in the description below that'll take you right to the watch link, but just note that you have to have a Flow Wrestling membership in order to watch the match. I believe that this is a match that's worth it because of the amazing things that are going on. Again, this is July 25th at 7 p.m. and these are the guys who are going to be wrestling. The big event, the main event of the night is going to be Dake versus Frank Chamizo. This is going to be going down at 79 kilos. What a match this is going to be. Then we have Pat Downey and David Taylor wrecking it out. I mean, we know there's some tension there at 86 kilos. And Anthony Ashnault versus Luke Pletcher. The recent college grads, Ashnault a year younger or older than Pletcher, but still nonetheless going to be a great match. Now, what exactly is going on? What is this event? Why is it happening? And how are these matchups going to look? Well, the matches are going down. Flow Wrestling decided to host these matches. It's a build-up. It's an exciting couple of matches. We saw the Rumble on the rooftop happen, and now we're going to see some more events. It's just exciting to have wrestling back in our lives after all of this time off from the pandemic and the coronavirus. Now, as far as how these guys are looking, what's going to go on there, who I think is going to win. First of all, we have to talk about Anthony Ashnault versus Luke Pletcher. That's the first guys that I want to talk about because these are the younger guys. Now, Ashnault, you may know, is the out of New Jersey, the Rutgers national champion from 2 years ago. Pletcher was competing for a national title this year, definitely had the ability to win it. Unfortunately, just didn't get his chance. He was the number one seed. Now, as far as these two guys, now Pletcher is going to be bumping up in weight in order to wrestle Anthony Ashnault, and it's actually kind of crazy because Pletcher bumped up from 33 to 41, and you know that Ashnault in college wrestled 149, so there's a little bit of a weight jump for Pletcher, which is going to be, unfortunate for him, but, he's been getting these matches in, just like the match against Pat Luger, where he also bumped up a little bit to wrestle him. Now, I think this is going to be exciting because Pletcher's just been such an aggressive guy going after guys this entire college wrestling season. But now we're getting into freestyle. We're going to see how he makes that transition and potentially makes, goes for that Olympic team. And we'll see how well he's going to compete. Now, who wins? I think just because he's a little bit more offensive, I think I'm going to give this match to Luke Pletcher personally. That's who I've got. But please, let me know who you have. But as we go into this next match, David Taylor versus Pat Downey. Now, this is a match that has some bad blood. We know that David Taylor was injured last year, was not able to make the world team due to his injury, and Pat Downey was able to take that spot. And Pat Downey, I mean, look, he's a little bit of a loudmouth on Twitter. He likes to run his mouth, and that's just kind of how he is as a person. A lot of times it's funny. Some people take offense by it. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. But regardless of what you say, he likes to run his mouth. And David Taylor is, out in front of the camera a little bit more conservative with things, doesn't like to run his mouth as much, but he is upset by this. He is upset that Downey was able to take his spot last year, and now that Taylor, the four-time national finalist and the world champion, is going to be coming after Downey, who was U.S. Open champion last year and a Final X champion. And these two have wrestled in the past. David Taylor has tech falled him. We'll see if that happens again. I don't necessarily know that he's going to tech fall him, but I think it may be a little bit closer of a match. We'll see how well David Taylor is reacting to his coming back from his injury. But I think that David Taylor just really wants to be able to take him down, put it to him. Maybe we see that tech, maybe we don't. But at the end of the day, I have David Taylor winning. But maybe you Pat Downey fans are going to completely disagree with me. And please, let me know if you do disagree with me as we go into Dake versus Chamizo, the 79-kilogram match. Chamizo of Italy is bumping up to take on Dake, the two-time world champion. Now, we also have Chamizo, who is a world champion himself, multiple-time world medalist, and he's, like I said, bumping up to take him on. World champ versus world champ. These two are, unlike some of the other guys who have wrestled, as I talked about in here, are a little bit more conservative and defensive in their style. They're not always going to be after it on the attack. They're going to wait for that right opportunity in order to score, and we'll see what exactly happens there. Now, listen, Chamizo's given up a little bit of weight, but you know that's good for some guys. Some guys like to be able to give up that weight, then they can eat a little bit more, put on a little bit more muscle. But we'll see at the end of the day who wins. And as far as who I think is going to win, I believe that Dake is going to end up pulling this off. Just my predictions. Again, if you want to watch this, click the link down in the description below. Take you right to the watch link. And if you're looking for another wrestling related topic, make sure you check out this video right here.